Congress is being lied to. Yeah, we knew that. But Nancy Mace is really being clear about that. She says this is a outright travesty, bombshell. After the hearing yesterday, there was more of an effort here to bring this out to the government. And Matt Laszlo, who got so much information in general, spoke to Nancy Mace after the actual hearing. And so here is the story from Ask a Poll. Congress is being lied to. This is a bombshell, says Nancy Mace on the UAP witnesses. Ask a Poll asks, what is your takeaway from the hearings that you just chaired? Mace says, I could have gone all afternoon. I could have gone all day, right? I mean, so this is just the tip of the iceberg, she tells Ask a Poll. There's a lot to unpack in what they're telling us in terms of what agencies are involved, what contractors are involved, how they're involved, what they're involved with, Mace continued. And this based on now 2 hearings with multiple witnesses with clearances, esteemed backgrounds, and careers in the military and other federal agencies that are telling the American people we're being lied to, that Congress is being lied to. This is a bombshell. The congressional UFO investigation is far from over. Who's hiding it? How are they hiding it? And why, Mace asked. We didn't have enough time to get into that today, but who's behind it all? And is anything being hid from the Pentagon too? So we need some more whistleblowers. We need some more time to truly get to the bottom of it. But what we saw today was huge. This was a bombshell revelations about what potentially is there, explained and unexplained. Okay, look, I'm glad that there's more people in joining the fight and getting more into this. Now, Nancy Mace was part of the first hearing, and she really started to become more of a figure over the last couple of months, right? This is nothing new to what they're saying here. And if you watched the watch along to it, I wasn't impressed with a lot of the stuff, and I know a lot of as far as information that came out and all that. We knew a lot of this stuff already. We knew that they said this last time that the government was being lied to. Maybe it was because more people from Congress needed to hear it in order to get more of a investigation behind it. Maybe that was the part of it. A lot of people in the comments said that this is really for the normies, and that's what it was trying to accomplish. There has been more coverage on it. There has been things that have been getting out there. Wall Street Journal covered it. Other people covered it. So it was starting to get covered, a little bit more notice on it. There's more coverage on the fact that Tim Gallaudet, he was the one to stand out for me. He's a Rear Admiral. Getting his testimony to me was the most notable. That was the one that you're going to get the most coverage on, and that's indeed what happened. So as far as we need more whistleblowers, I mean, I think that's what we have all been saying in the first place, right? It's like, yes, we need more whistleblowers to testify, but in hearing what James Lukatsky said, you've got to find a way to protect these people. You got to, and maybe that's what it is overall, and that's what the purpose of these is to get more money in order to be able to do that, because you're not going to be able to protect these people with the budgets that you have right now. These are people's livelihoods, their families, they have government jobs, they have things that they just can't, you can't protect them right now. I can't remember who said it, it was a while back, but the budget that they have to protect all these people is nothing, and you can't do it. You just can't do it. There's not enough cushion for these people to want to do this. So, yes, of course you need more whistleblowers. But the idea and the fact that she's all riled up about it is great. It's great. You want to see more people, because for the longest time when we had the first hearing, it was Burchett, it was Moskowitz, it was Garcia, it was Luna. Those are the names that you always heard, and you heard a lot of them. And I still think out of everybody who asked questions, I think Luna seemed the most informed. She seemed to be the one that did the most research on it, and she seemed to be the one that asked the best questions. Now I feel that Nancy Mace is trying to get to the bottom of this and wants to do more of these hearings and wants to do stuff. It's going to be broken record on this end. If you're going to do another hearing, you can't do what you did here. You can't have people just do the same thing where maybe they didn't know that. I mean, everybody else did. Us knowing, we knew that you were going to get that. I can't tell you this here. Can't tell you this here. Not able to tell you right now. I got to tell you behind closed doors like that. Like, we all knew that was going to happen. We hoped it wasn't going to happen, but that's what happened. And if they get another hearing, you really just can't do that again. You just can't. You can't. You couldn't do it this time, but they did. But I mean, it's kind of like one of these things, right? Like, how do we all know that Congress and everybody's being lied to? It's like, yeah, we know that. We know they're being lied to. And you just have all these people. This is 3 more people or 4 more people that just said this. The other 3 that were there last time. So we have 7 people now. There's way more than that. Let's hear them all. And I think Pavel said it on the stream of the day. Subpoena some of these people. Don't just sign them up. Subpoena them. Get Lukatsky in there. Get these people in there that can actually and find a way and find the people, find those powerful people. And maybe it's now that you have more clout for the Republicans that are in there to get this stuff done. Let's get it done. See what you can do. Because there is enough is enough from people watching this. But it's good that she's fired up. It's good that people are fired up about it. I mean, I'm fired up about it. I think that's why I was upset about it, because I was watching. I just didn't think anything was really. It didn't seem to me a lot was done. However, I did get people, normies as you will say, texting me saying, "What happened to this thing?" I said, "Look, why don't you read up on it and you tell me if you think anything happened, because I have my opinion on it, but I'm following this really closely. So why don't you take a look and see if it was kind of like wow moments for you, and maybe I'm wrong on this, because this is information I hear every day, and I'm waiting to hear back from my one friend, Mark Riley, who was on the show, has not been as tuned in for it, so I want to see what he thinks. A lot of information he hasn't seen, and there you go. So thank you guys for joining me here. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, do it. We're going to take the weekend, cool off, and then we'll be back on Monday with some more news. So if you want to help out the show, you want to help out the channel, you want to join, remember, you can, or you can join one of our sponsors. I'll tell you about all of them right now, and we'll see you back here on Monday. Bye-bye. Let's talk about Via, and I love Via. Love them. So they are the premium federally legal cannabis product, and they are your perfect companion. They're farmed and crafted with care in the U.S. and trusted by over 500,000 customers. Via has a product for everyone. Unlock the power of nature with Via's organic and vegan hemp extracts, perfect for relaxation and rejuvenation. Via is the only lifestyle hemp brand. They use compounds found in hemp along with active plants extracts to create products with each specific effect in mind. They also have 0 THC products. They're the industry leader of over 500,000 customers served. They're made in the USA. They have award-winning services as far as customer support. They have quality ingredients sourced from the finest hemp for your peace of mind and lab-tested and certified. Best part, affordable and accessible. So if you are 21, check out the link to Via in our description and use the code DTE to receive 15% off. What a deal. After you're purchasing, they're going to ask you where you heard about them. Support our show and tell them that we sent you. DTE this fall. Enhance your everyday with Via. This is the easiest thing I've ever talked about, ever, on this show or of any show I've ever been on. Tile. This is the best. I'm telling you right now that I lose my keys all of the time. At least I did. My wife would say, "How do you do that again? We were supposed to go somewhere. I was supposed to pick up her sister from the airport, and I couldn't find her." We're like, "Oh my God, she's going to have to take an Uber. It's going to cost so much money now. Oh, what are we going to do? What are we going to do?" And I don't have my keys. I can't find them. Luckily, I found them in time, but it took a lot of unnecessary stress in order to get there. And I don't have to do that anymore, because with Tile, it could be for your keys. I mean, it's so many different things, for your remote control. For I have so many of them now, and I continue to use them and give them to my family. I can track where my kids are. I got a teenager, man. I got to know where her phone is. I got to know all these different things. It's so wonderful, and I can tell you also I'm giving it to my family from my dad. Is older now. I'm giving it to him so I can track him, know where he's going, how he's doing, if he's healthy. I'm able to do that, to know if anything's wrong. That's what Tile helps me do. So it really does. It takes out so much stress. I am telling you, if you don't already, they've been around for a bit. This is the time to get them. Get them. It's wonderful, especially for parents, especially for people who lose crap all the time like me. Get it. So family proof your family with Life 360's Tile trackers. You got to do it. You go to tile.com. Use that code DTE. You get 15% off. That's easy. So again, tile.com. Use that code DTE. This is a no-brainer. It's easy. I lose my remote control all the time. Not anymore. Tile.com. Use the code DTE.